Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. Good morning. I was just dancing to the clock tick. Might be able to hear it. So, pretty much done getting the clothes up. I just have probably 2 piles left. And then I have to go and grab some more. I think there's 2 boxes left. So, then I'll be done. I did not know how late it got. It's 3:39 in the morning here in Southeast Florida. Oh yeah, but that's alright because I'm trying to redo my sleep schedule anyway. So, why waste precious wake time? I don't have a schedule right now. I'm still moving things. Oops, excuse me. And back on eBay, so didn't want to keep pulling hooks out of that. So got my mail today. Real stoked on that. Got some chenille from Ruben Flores Jigs. I have 1 pack of the jigs, which I need to get more. I'm in between a few of them. It's a really hard choice. Good morning, Ryan. Ruben Flores Jigs has some pretty wicked chenille. Nice colors. I forgot to get a pack of the rooster, the neck hackle in salmon pink. I was gonna get that for this, make some scrimps, but it's nice, like cotton candy. Something really vintagey about this, like brushy pink with like touches of peachy orange, blue tinsel, pink tinsel, and gold tinsel. Really nice. And a damn good mount. So I also got these 2 colors, which I'm most stoked for. This I got for the squid, but gonna be using this a lot. This is one of my favorite colors. When I used to do a lot of resin jewelry, this like midnight blue, it's always so nice. And nice size and all that. And I'm not sure that there's loads of products and a lot of materials, which I feel like I've only scratched the surface. I want to get some more jigs. I have the Azula, has a spinner on it. Amazing. I'm not too familiar with fishing with jigs, so the spinner adds a bunch of action, so I don't have to really know how to. Marabou. Got this green peacock lime. Ideal. I tied one thing with it earlier today, but I need glue. I really need glue. I like the, thus far, the hairline penetrator, but completely out, and I just haven't ordered more. So, man, I don't know what happened. When I was tying, I must have been, like, pushing the deer hair out, because once I tied it and took it off the vise, it didn't come off the vise, and it was, like, undone. All the fur came out. Well, a good amount of it. So maybe I tied it a little too tight, because it looks alright. I haven't tested it yet in water, but I've been wanting to tie on worm hooks for a while, and I'm not really too sure how to go about it. Yeah, that's pretty sparse. It's gonna look weird. I hope you could see a little with what I was going for. No shame! Tying shrimp tonight. I think I'm gonna tie more of those bait fish, but I am planning some shrimps because I want to start getting back out to the inlet, probably Boynton Inlet, and during outgoing tide, it's the closest we have to like a running river. So during outgoing tide is when people shrimp, and what a perfect time to throw some shrimps, because they're getting sucked out. You know, they're like struggling, and it's like a buffet. Same thing with the spillway. I gotta find out what is in the spillway exactly. Another thing, got some gold flash. Finally had silver and pearl, and silver, pearl, and gold are like, and red. I feel like are colors I don't want to go without. Could travel with those and be good. I'll just tighten it a little bit. I'll put a rubber band on it. And it's got almost like a, I don't know, it's ideal. I've been wanting to tie this like gold tassel for a really long time now, and I really got a tighter wrap. Yeah, I think I was trying so hard not to like tie it too tight so the bucktail went like that, and which it was the first time I didn't do that. Usually it's like a tassel. Dang, that's sick, Nate. Are you fishing freshwater or saltwater? Please excuse the dumb question if you're inland. Oh yeah, another thing too, finally tested a rabbit strip one. The small one, it just like floated like that. I squeezed and squeezed, it just floated. But this has promise. I think I put a weight, I think I underestimated. I think I underestimated how heavy this dumbbell is. So it moves a little quick. I want to see. Oh. God. I always, every time I go to ask someone fresh or salt, like, it's always too late when it comes out of my mouth. Carp, what am I thinking? Carp is like, almost like koi fish, right? Like catfish with tinier whiskers and a little slurpy mouth. I don't know if I've ever seen, yeah! Distinguished. I had a phone hold. Oh yeah. I'm so tired from trying stuff on because I've been trying to get rid of stuff that it doesn't fit me. I collected clothes for a long time, but man, that's exhausting. Catfishing. I want to try okay, so the freshwater I had access to, it was all surrounded by a testing facility, a governmental testing facility, and so you know there's nothing good spilling out, but in the seriousness, the farms and that, so I wasn't really sure too much, but man, I miss that canal. A lot of garfish. I haven't hooked one, but I almost did by the farm. The reason why I didn't, it scared the shit out of me. And I jumped 5 feet and I pulled the thing away from it. And it never came back. But caught one catfish, little baby. The fish were beautiful, but I wasn't too sure about the edibility, which was dry because I was hungry out there. But the catfish, I'm not too sure the species. In the Florida intercoastal, not gaff topsail, those scare the shite out of me. You know, I didn't even know they existed until like last year. Gaff top sale catfish. But real quick, let me look up Florida saltwater catfish. It's like hard top or hard hat or something. Catfish. Hard head catfish. No way. Jeez. um. Yeah, hard head catfish. But so the boat ramps, they'll have like a cleaning station, and everyone throws their scraps there. There will be so many of them. It looks like a sci-fi CGI like intergalactic being because they're all just like eeling around each other. But this is the gaff top sail, and they're venomous. Well, the things. Yeah, hardhead. I can't believe I think I might have said hardhead before I said hard hat, but everything about this looks like a like a taxidermy, like one of those bad taxidermies or something. To me anyway, it just looks so like patched together like three different fish. I haven't seen one in person, but I see them in the local fishing groups. That is just the craziest. I had no idea these existed until, yeah, about last year. I was trying to ID the catfish I was seeing, cause and it was funny because I think it has a sign that says no fishing by the boat ramps or something, or the docks. There's a guy just like hanging out so casually on the fence, and you just see a rope, just very casually fishing for the catfish that were in a huge pile. That is so wild. One more gaff top sale. Did a gig in Florida, no joke. As soon as we were done, I headed to the waters to fish. Right on. Yeah, I need to get back out there. I haven't had the, like, I don't like bringing one pole. Not because, like, I'm a beast out there or anything. It's because I just usually regret the one that I bring. And, I have a fishing cart that I rigged up. Because even, bouncing around spots I enjoy too. Because the pier has 2 shade pavilions, and it gets brutal during the day, and they close at 10. So I've been trying to find more shoreline spots that have like a later, like if businesses are open later, then like people are wandering the beach. But really want to get some in the shoreline. I'm guessing they're looking for sand fleas. Is permit, pompano. I'm looking for sand perch because could fry a bunch of them. And I grew up on them, and it would be like a full circle learning how to. My dad had to get surgery done on his hand. Jesus. My buddy is a welder, and the hands reminded me of it. Staying in hands. The name of his band. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I said that. But he's a welder, and he put on his welding glove. Brown recluse was in it. He's had like over 10 surgeries. It's no joke getting stung in your hand. But anything, I can't imagine a catfish. Venomous catfish. There's a band's name too. Blue cat. 42 pounds. Blue catfish. That is wild. What does that feel like? Because catfish, they're a little slimy. Which I didn't expect that. I kind of expected like, not like a dolphin or something, but not that. It was a brown catfish, maybe, from freshwater. My hands recoiled quite fast. That is crazy. It looks like a pig. Like that belly looks like a big belly so much. They're like the freshwater Goliath groupers. It's just the number one fish I want to see swimming. I don't want to catch. Don't know what I would do if I would catch one. I'd be like, shit. Same thing with marlin. Like, this area is really seeping marlin, like, fishing history. Here down south, I mean, a lot of places, I guess, but anything with a sword attached, marlin, swordfish, sailfish, that has to be very thrilling. But it literally comes at you with a sword. Watching videos of them, like, of people landing marlin, it's like sword fighting. It's really intense. I can't imagine, like, the small boats, like Cuban fishermen. Like, there's a documentary really good one. Dude heads out on an inner tube. It was very inspiring. I don't know why I'm waiting for a canoe. I guess a inner tube wouldn't be that easy to find either. Not like an industrial one. I had one when I was a kid from like a tractor tire and used to bring it to the beach and it used to get so hot. It was like an industrial inner tube. And it was thick. Kind of missed that thing. It'd be perfect to fish off of. But yeah. I've only seen a black grouper down there. I believe that's what it was. Black marlin. I couldn't believe the footage because, you know, in just about every seafood restaurant, there's going to be pictures of dudes with a ton of massive marlins in the background. And I know they're super fast, but, you know, you can't really conceptualize it like with clarity. But the footage these days, there's a bunch of footage of like a trolling chandelier, for lack of better words, with all the skirts on it, and has a camera in that. It is some of the coolest footage I've ever seen. Marlin swimming. Yeah. And, like, this one is like messed with, like, speed wise, but I have to find. Well, that was not. It's one of those skirt things. You hardly seen it. There's just like you can see it. Can you imagine like a airplane or jet or something? You could like just steer like a marlin. Or like a submarine. I don't know why I went to air. Oops. But I don't know why the it's just the cool just the coolest perspective. Like you could see him like scanning the heck out of it. Like ain't none of this shit edible. Like, you know, whatever Marlon's thought process is. It's the craziest thing. It is just and like another thing like the marlin taxidermy marlins like he's on logos on every freaking thing. Like it's just such a like a iconic, I guess, silhouette. And to see like crystal clear, well, not the few videos I just showed, but to see really clear videos of the marlin freaking swimming is just nuts. Very swordfish. Swordfish are silly with big old eyes. Oops. They're like is it Mako's the one that had the really big eyes? I think anything with big eyes, I guess, is. But man, I can watch those videos all day. I kind of want to. So back on these. Size 2. Hoping to remember to go to Tuppence today. But time does have closes at 6. So by the time I'm like done doing, you know, regular day stuff and life stuff. So I'm trying to remember what I wanted to do different. I really want to tie a flat wing. I'm wondering, I'm not too sure if like wide feathers or more narrow feathers is best for it. Flat wing, the hackle feathers kind of are like shelves for bucktail, but they're on their sides, so they move really nice. Trying to figure out a better way to do the flash. And I tried to set some of the marabou side, but man, they're too short. So I also want to try to put some on, but I was thinking maybe attaching it first, going this way, and then the craft fur and just brushing it all back. I'm not sure, but I'll wrap it regular this time. Little hair brush. Oh, yeah. Been wondering too, what other materials can stack or spin with? Because I've been looking at, oh, that might be a bit much. Oh yeah, I found this old brass ring pub shirt a while back, which is a local bar. This is there's one in Royal Palm Beach and one over there somewhere. But the one over there somewhere has honey mustard wings, and you know, they had a ton of like choices, and I get option paralysis quite easily. So I just grabbed it 'cause I've never seen honey mustard wings before, and it was so good. I got them from another place like years later. Not the same. Okay. Alright, let's do this pearl. Just trying to think to do in between the hair tinsel or the dubbing, but I kind of like how this is slightly larger. And played with Buddy's guitar, man. So gonna learn how to shave down the neck of my acoustic. I have what's it called? A hummingbird with a well, pretty much a cracked neck. Unfortunately, my pig Blue, rest in paradise. Now it's knocked it down one too many times. Yes, I'm blaming my passed away pig. Shameless, but what happened to it? But it's just a little bit of a crack, and man, it's like, oh, this is real bad. But I guess it's not a big deal at all. And in fact, gonna really make it even better. This is the only glue I have, but it's what is it again? Oh, it dries and it's like I get these big hard clumps. So until I could operate it a little better, I wanted to get the brush tip applicator, but I couldn't find it. I don't want to get all that on it. It's really pretty. Oh shit. No, okay. I thought that was the thread. Just want to squeegee it. And I'm going to use the crappy scissors because I can't really see where the resin is. Yeah, the bucktail slipped right out, so hoping today to... Does Sally Hansen's work for like a, no, I don't know. Sorry, y'all. 4:10 in the morning here in Southeast Florida. Billfish use the bill to whack at prey. Ballyhoo fly tang fish. Yeah, see, ballyhoo. It, just about every Publix will have a bait chest with pre-rigged ballyhoo. Ever since I was Nate's Outdoors. If you ever are back in Florida and are in Palm Beach County, under Blue Heron Bridge, granted, a shark. I did see a shark swim by. I only saw one shark there thus far. A lot of manatee, a lot of stingrays, but the shark like swam by as if it had his hands in his pockets and he was whistling, mad casual, and just went right through and pretty shallow too, but it's got a dive trail with reef on it. It's pretty nice. However, under the bridges, it's intense. Huge gray and French angelfish everywhere. Huge parrotfish everywhere. What are those tangs? Are they called tangs? The parrotfish are my favorite though. I forget which one. Are they called like queen parrotfish or something? Huge, huge, and like the most like children's book looking fish. Like it was made with watercolor. Incredible. And you could see them poo, sand, but you could also hear them down there crunching on, especially the wall. You can hear the. It's wild. Oh, dude, right on. What part do you all usually go to? What part of Florida? I mean. Hey, Ben Still. Why did I say Ben Stiller? She's. Hey, Ben Silver. 110. Wow. Yellow, black, and brown bullheads will bite the heck out of you if you get up to 10 pounds. They bite your hand. Holy chokes. Oh, look at catfish teeth. What are the catfish that people noodle for? This is really odd. Zoomed in. Yeah, I didn't know people noodled for tarpon until really recently too. Like, I need to do that really bad as soon as possible. I don't know why. I never got noodling all too much. I was like that. How do you know there's not something else in the hole? Or something near the hole. A lot of like hesitancy, if that's a word, based. But when I saw this, I understood it immediately. Well, I don't know what I understand. I just want to do it. I had no idea. People were just feeding tarpon with their whole hands. Tarpon is one of the most beautiful fish on planet Earth. I don't really want to like. I did hook one, only one, but it spat it out comically. And then the first time, I think my dad thinks it was the same one. My knot failed, but I breached the water and everything, and you could see the like the gray bleeding to that silver. They're just immaculate, and their scales, huge scales. They're like jewels, like silver. The scales are huge. West Palm Beach, no. Well, Blue Heron Bridge is in West Palm. Well, it's in Riviera Beach, which is just north of West Palm Beach, and that whole area, those, because Porta Palm Beach, in between Riviera and West Palm, that's the inlet, and Peanut Island is. As soon as you get into the inlet, there's a little island, and that's Peanut Island, which is where I'm trying to camp, but can't find no one to camp with, so I've been looking at, a friend recommended a PSA dagger, so gotta figure something out. It's called problem solving or whatever. Here, I want it at a, Peanut Island, bad, because perfect for ADD fishing and killing a bunch of birds, camping, fishing, cooking, and like facing the gape of the inlet, but also very industrial area for a long time. So the boilers, there's all kinds of underwater structure, pipes, and it's wild. Like I could, where would it be? Here, I'm thinking, where would it be? I didn't see pearl on Ruben Flores jigs and tinsel. I wonder if it's a different name, or maybe they just don't use it. Alright, let's go put two. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Should have just folded one strand in then. Something about multi-textural pearl is really nice. That's just really nice. Oh man. Let's see. Do I sell my hooks? Well, I'm only a beginner, but I'm more than happy to try to tie anything. And usually just tying for the sake of learning, and a mixture of like keeping my hands busy, trying to tie a bunch of different things to try to get a direction or comfort level, I guess. And also like what I think would do well here. But I really like tying things that unfortunately I might not have much use for here. Like I haven't tied any of those shoot. I don't even know what they're called. Emergers? Ones that are just like a little, no, like a chironoid. Can you tell it's freshwater or saltwater? Chironoid? Chironoid? I never said it out loud, damn it. Fly tying. Yeah, chironomids. At least I know how to say perdigon now. You know, baby steps. But these. I wish I had more of a use for these. I haven't tied anything like that in so long. And quite liked it. I like tying small a lot. But when I get back swimming, I'm trying to notice more stuff because depending on what you're doing, I feel like you're gonna notice different things, and I want to see like the smallest creatures I can find down there. Oh, the sunrise. Yeah, almost done with the clothes. A lot of energy right now. Very excited. Because then I'm gonna try to get a camp kitchen, believe it or not, to use for a workspace that I could just fold up and move and stuff like that. The kitchen part that has the area to hang drying dishes or what have you, and the sink could be a perfect spot to dry these so they're dripping into a pan and not all over. Saw it in a really old Cabela's Christmas catalog. Had a lot of stuff in there that I just never really thought of, and now must acquire human souls and cot tent. Cot tent blew my mind a little bit. Still haven't got one, but there's a few that look alright. Because it rains. It'd be nice to have somewhere that's a little bit above ground. And I found a canoe, trying to see about how to get it here. It's in Palm Beach Gardens. I'm in Lake Worth Beach, which is just south of West Palm Beach. Didn't leave much room for marabou. Oops, shoot. Why am I wearing like the sloppiest shirt until my goal was to like zoom in immediately when I started the stream. Hey, I put a belt on. It's very formal. Oh, hook slipped. Oh, also found this whiteboard on the side of the street, which I think it was a childhood friend's. It was in front of their place, but yeah, I hopped right out to grab it. So, been tying some bait fish with this grizzly craft fur. Freaking ideal. It's from, I found it on the, what's it, jeez. Flysmith. I don't know why, I do know why. I keep wanting to say the beadsmith, because I got a bunch of random packets to say that everywhere, and I have my whole dang life. But Flysmith, and these baitfish kind of blew my mind a little bit, and they're one of my favorites to tie. But the ones that I tied a while back that had the time of my lifetime, way too much material. So, trying to zero in on the perfect proportion and get like muscle memory built up to tie these little things. The eyes are just 2 pieces of glitter. I made a short last year on how I did that. It's really easy. I just throw some big glitter on a piece of painter's tape, dab it a drop of resin, and then throw a smaller sequin on it. And these aren't even circle, they're octagons because I didn't have circles, but worked pretty dang good. And oh, forgot. Feather. Just get these ones instead. This is the combination of colors. The marabou looks a little sparse on some. However, when they're wet, it looks so nice. And it's just one wrap, and it's really just to add some color instead of coloring it with Sharpie or something. Because I gave my mom my alcohol markers because I got chisel tips accident. But I still gotta run hot water on them. But they look really good. So I'm trying to get them a little more tapered. So that cone or that like paintbrush tail stays together a little more. But really like how the grizzly looks with the chartreuse. A lot. The first deceiver I tied, look how big this head is. Well, one of the first ones. And can't tell you exactly what month, but been tied for about 8 months. Well, I've been saying 8 months for a while now, so it's probably since November, I think. I really like this, and it moves incredible. There's a few things I want to change on it, but and it's just a little bit. Just wanted to pinch it back more. Oops, sorry. I just wanted to pinch it back more. Ooh. The wise words of Curtis Jackson. Just a little bit. Didn't give myself very much room. I just had a flashback of a coffee shop that used to be on Lake Avenue. Well, since I'm going back a little bit, I could trim this here. Oh, buddy. And this is just to bleed into that. Ooh, that bell. Bleed into that craft fur. And I'll dunk it in water so you can see. And I do want to. Oh shoot! I lost a piece of meat. Another thing, I have a bad habit of leaving them open, and then when I pick them up, I'll snip whatever they're, yeah. Ooh. Scruff on the chin. I'll ignore that for now. Chartreuse. And hoping to get the proportions down, and then I'm gonna start trying to match some of the bait fish here. Let it sit for a second after curing. And dip it in water. And they are getting eyes. Very nice. My favorite fly? I really like, favorite. Probably the Tatai, probably the Clouser minnow, only because it uses such a small amount of material, and it's really fun to make color combinations on them, and I don't have to think about it too much, and could really kind of tie it as needed. Let's see. Estes worm, I liked that. I didn't hook anything on it though, but it looks beautiful swimming. I think my favorite fly that I haven't tied yet is one that I've seen in this. And those scuds. I could look at those scuds all day. They're so neat. But this sculpin, it's just so pretty. I guess like bass flies, like the hair stacked bass flies blow my mind. Salmon flies like really blow my mind. Some of those flies look like they're AI, but they're not. That deceiving muddled spoonfly is pretty sweet too, but I can't really conceptualize like a lot of it. Okay, where would this be? Angel hair perch fry, that is gorgeous too. I like bait fish a lot. Ooh, good job, balance. Pumpkin trude, oops. Let's say another place. Salmon flies, one day. Yeah, sculpin are really cool. Got that big head. Yeah, the streaker sculpin. I've seen a bunch of fish like that, or flies like that, and especially ones using like greens and oranges. Oh, ow. That's just so perfect. And any wire ribbing on like a metallic tinsel is really pretty. I do like the what's it called? Any like for lack of better examples, any coachman looking things or royal coachman specifically, just the red golden tippets peacock girl, that in any color combination or setup, if you will. That tiger prawn's pretty sweet too. They're so regal. And mosquitoes. I haven't tied any that I'm like a big fan of, but the flysmith probably has I think the blood-sucking mosquito is brutally awesome. I'm trying to watch a lot more full tying videos because there's not always a live stream on, but what a treat. Live streams, like people in chat, are usually some of the most interesting and witty people, but also helpful. I've never seen like a handcraft technique based realm that wasn't laden with gatekeeping, to be totally honest. It was very helpful, wholesome, but also has its drama. I'm not complaining. I was reminiscing about the pretty much fist fight I had in my chat once. Alright, let me get this a little turned on. No, just that was inappropriate. Yeah. Oh, I've never engaged in any form of like hobbies or what have you where I didn't get bored in the first week and like switch to something else and then come back to it. As soon as I tied my first anything, I pretty much let my whole life fall apart. I wish I was kidding. But isn't that ideal? It's just getting there. Oh, it's getting there. And see the light doesn't help in this. Yeah. It's just getting there. Real stoked on that. I still crochet and like draw and like stuff like that. But before this, I was trying to make Etsy after Etsy. I make jewelry just because I enjoy it, but then I stopped enjoying it, and post-spamdemic, like thankfully everyone started making their own stuff. Craft supplies have never been, so easy to come by. Like just widely available. Can always tinker with something. And yeah, but then my like garden thing kind of fell apart, so was left bored of making jewelry, but still wanted something to make. Like I really enjoy being stuck at my desk because I'm busy making something, and I try to maintain this state. And I have always said I don't care what it is. I just, there's no like hat weaving factories near me, so I can't, you know, just do something like that. There's no like artisanal schools or anything near me, and so just kind of like made stuff uh, out of like salvaged materials and stuff like that. Had a good old time, but I mean, some of it you could probably fish with, but man, a perfect storm brewed. Publix like shite for 90% of things. Yeah, Nate, I started, um, well, never mind. I was I started decorating hooks like with just random stuff, and I tell you what, like a lot of the childhood stories, people would be like, yeah, they ran out of bait, so they took the potato chip bag and just cut a strip and put that on the hook, and it worked. Especially out where really cracked out predatory fish are, because they just see flash and axe, because they're fast as shite and can do that. And I really want to get back on freshwater eventually. I was having a good time after a while, because it started as I wasn't really sure what I was doing. You know, I was like using squid and shrimp, mainly freezer shrimp, which everything, nothing said no to that. Paranaga? I wanna see. Oh, I might go down there. I'm gonna ask my friend to go with me though. Depressing as it sounds, that's for sure. But let me turn this water off real quick. What? Sunrise is at 6:30. I don't know why I thought it was like maybe. Oh, it must be full moon or something. Let me find the moon. I don't want to fall off this roof though. Where would it be? I guess obviously over there. Yeah, it must be. It's so bright outside, it looks like the sun's coming out. Tomorrow's full moon. That's crazy. It's really bright out there. Did I forget my drink? I've been waiting for my friend to respond to what size hooks he fishes with. Because while I'm trying to get these proportions right, I'm getting quite a pile of these little bait fish. And it's pretty much right down the street, so oh shit. I really need to get a new phone holder. This is kind of a nightmare going through every time. This thing is so strong. But nicer than a tripod. How messy is under the desk? Not too bad. But almost. So last pile essentially. Still gotta. This basket is breaking. Some neat stuff in here. Found these at a yard sale. I really like dead stock. So probably 60s, right? Look how huge they are. Prophylactic. That's some cool textured stuff. Beaded. Oh, the inappropriate bag. That's what it's actually called. Looked out and found a working hair dryer, and I actually like this better than the modern one because I pretty much just use hair dryers for craft reasons. Oh, that did make it? What's that? A coin. Lost my coin collection. This grand friggin' whatever. But found this on a houseboat, an abandoned houseboat. Oh, yay. Oh, yeah, there's the abacus. This was my grandpa's. He got it from Okinawa. Very questionable flashlight. But really pretty, though. Yes, made it. Does anybody know Morse code or know what I just said 3 times? I used to know Morse code. Right, cracked out fish. I did start trying to figure out the, proportions for, like, a fold back fish. Oh, must have, like, splashed water when I was squeezing water out of a thing. But yeah, this is on the side of the road. So, could put a, paper. I really needed an easel because mine didn't make it. And that, yeah. It was perfect timing. This is a another new thing, and it has the mic. This here for the toaster. I had one where it spun. I like those ones. What else is in here? For a barrel, but I ended up using it for plants, for seeds. That's my grandpa's compass. Never mind. Must be at the bottom. Lock. I actually used this for the U-Haul. Not this time, but the last time I used the U-Haul. These are nice. Full deck too. It's complete. This one's complete too, but I needed the box they were in. Ooh, I like the toys a lot. Little souvenir. It literally says souvenir. But matches. Yeah. Half my antiques, like this is just like little things, vintage and random stuff. But half of them are still in the case. I grabbed what I could in 24 hours. And obviously didn't have any help cleaning, like packing. It's my grandpa's motorcycle cop glasses. Do you know why I pulled you over this evening? Billows. Bellows. What is billows? Oh yeah, these are nice too. These are gold. So if you're digging around glasses frames, keep an eye out, because these, the frames are gold. They're old. This is glass. I really like the frames, honestly. And not just because they're gold. But yeah, I couldn't believe that. Looked them up and all that. It's a triple check. A bunch of cute little screwdrivers. Any wood handle screwdriver's hard to pass up. This one's my favorite. This one, I wish I had the whole set of these. I don't know if you can. The wood almost like inlaid in with the iron. Wow. Speaking of iron, I'm currently looking for 2 iron cannonballs. Graham uses a lot of architectural salvage, and it's addicting to watch. That's cute. But oh, I still haven't worn any of my shoes. But this is the first time I hung it all up at once. This is my entire Lily Pulitzer collection. Not just Lily Pulitzer. 1960s Lily Pulitzer. Only one from the 70s. Like all these say, even this one that's like wild doesn't even look like one of her prints, because man, it's just Florida history, y'all. So check it. And something that I don't plan on really ever wearing. It's all big, but I collect any old lily. The lily. 60s, 70s. I mean, I really gotta date them, because I've just kind of been hoarding them for a long time. This one's my favorite print. And what's neat is, like, they have resale value. That's always nice. But Lily, that's so you can tell. So if you're just like looking for something, you can see her name and everything. She used to sell fruit juice and would often get juice stains on her clothes. So she had someone print up some like dresses, and bam, I got almost everything. I'd be storing stuff because I do collect stuff, unfortunately. Inflicted. Isn't it there? Metal wire. That one was my great grandma's. And this one, I gotta find some rough leather to make a strap for it, but for cigarettes and a Zippo. Just such a time, like a timestamp bag, if you will. Very nice. Yeah, Coca-Cola. I love the old American stuff. I really do. One of my dad's friends, he's like, bags are pretty common, but that one is sentimental. It's a really old Poochie dress, perfect condition, but that shit fits me, so I'm not selling that one. I usually will get stuff to sell, but like this is from the 60s. But it's super comfortable. Wish like people could feel this fabric, but it's 2 pieces. I don't know why I'm going so hard. But what else? I'm still not entirely sure. I found the plate here, so I put it next to this really intense mirror. Is that not the coolest mirror? Fixing to make some candles, but I want to make melt some, like a recipe for super long lasting candles. The candlesticks I can find locally, they just drip so much and they're done in like 20 minutes. And yeah. Well, anywho, I think I'm gonna, well, it's 5, so see, I'm a night owl, my friend, early bird, so it's, I also drink coffee before sleep, but it's fun to meet up in. I'm meaning to do that. I'm really stoked on these, y'all. Hey, G. Hey, G-Love. Dang, I forgot that one line on that one Jeezy song. Oh yeah. G Heart, don't approach me like that. You and Jeezy ain't cool. Just kidding. I don't know. My brain's like mush at this point. Um, if you're here like and are into stuff, then of course, always welcome. Ain't no thing. I I've learned lessons though, and so yeah. Anywho, happy trails, y'all. I love y'all. Have a beautiful evening. Um, Probably gonna try to stay up because I gotta redo my sleep schedule. So probably gonna stay up. And since it's Wednesday, try to go on at an earlier time and then go to sleep around 11 because I need to start waking up at sunrise again. About that time. Man, I just really like how it, oh, while we're out and about, where's the wire? Don't mind my pile of shell stuff and rogue cigarette. Psst. I ooh, it's hard to keep it balanced on the wire. I can't wait to see what it looks like from there. The wire. Anyways, dang wire keeps. Oh my gosh. So I'm not even. Okay. Anyway, I won't mean like have it as free as I'd like to. Try to keep the hook shank or the hook down so it's not just on its side. I really like it. Sorry for the blurry demonstration. That's why the wire's all messed up. Anyway. Oh yeah, I don't know if this shows. I still have to fix it. It's broken, but I've been wanting one of these since I was a kid. I think in the original Lily Pulitzer shop, you could see one on the roof. And still gotta get a new reel, but gotta use that until it crops out. And yeah, trying to get some shoreline in, but it's been difficult because it's still really cluttered. So I really want to get all this done, and trying to do it as slow as possible because like it's I'm trying to get as much of a spiritual experience out of this as I possibly can. No, I just gotta downsize and like I don't want to keep any chaff, so I just don't have any bins for the stuff that I'm yard sailing. And the 2 bins that I did manage to come across is now absolutely packed with shells and absolutely packed with very organized craft supplies. I found these at the dollar store, but I got them for hair clips. Nice and flat. I can't wait to look like I know how to salsa, because I do not know how to salsa. Anywho, happy trails. This is uh one more thing. I've been wanting to show that for a minute. This shite alone makes me feel so fancy. There's a old place and eclectic place, and it's been soul joy, soul food.